Hi guys, welcome back to the Drive Life channel. In today's video we're going to be talking about the best winter features on your P3 Volvo. Now these cars obviously designed and built in Sweden, and they are designed for some very cold, harsh weather. I drove this car to the Arctic Circle and around for a bit, and we had temperatures down to minus 43 degrees Celsius, and this car performed brilliantly, and that is because there's quite a few features built into this car to make life very easy in the winter. So let's get straight into it. So the first one is something that I find really cool. I don't think I've ever found it on any other car. Now, we've got heated washer nozzles on this car, heated mirrors, and also heated rear screen. But on these Volvos, it's actually automatic. So when the car senses that it's below 5 degrees Celsius, or I think it may even be 6 degrees Celsius, it will automatically activate all of those. So what you get is your rear screen defrosting immediately. You get the mirrors defrosting immediately, and also the windscreen washer nozzles heating up, which is really nice. Now, one of the benefits of this and why they do it so it's sort of before it freezes at 5-6 degrees is that you quite often get condensation on the inside of the windows or fogging at those temperatures, so it really helps with that as well. Moving on then, let's go inside, because most of them now are actually inside the car, making it more comfortable, more creature comfort. Another wicked winter feature that I had to use a lot over in Scandinavia was the gearbox winter mode. Now, the P2 Volvos had a nice button, a W button, which basically changed the way the car set off. It meant that it would turn that down. Set off in third gear and made it easier to start off. This system has the same feature built in, except it is actually involves the traction control system as well. So all we need to do to activate the winter mode in the gearbox, move it into drive, move it over into manual, and then push it up twice, and you should be showing third gear on the cluster here. Now the car knows that it's going to be setting off on slippery terrain. It will basically control the wheel spin via the traction control, and also because it's in third gear it will be much less likely to break away. It's much more gentle as it applies the power to the wheels. So it's a handy feature. I've used it to get out of mud a few times as well, but it's one that a lot of people don't know, and it's really, you've got to bury your head deep in the owner's manual to find it as well. So that is quite a nice feature, and one that I've used a couple of times to get me out of some trouble. Another feature or another tip is the Volvo wiper service mode. So when you turn the car off, just press the wiper stalk up like that, and you'll see now the wipers stick up. Now the reason to do this, or so my Finnish friends tell me, is that the idea is that if you keep the wipers up, then they are much easier to get unstuck from the windscreen when everything freezes. Obviously you've got access to them, whereas down underneath the cowling here it's more difficult, and you can even keep them off the screen totally, which I've seen some people do over in Sweden as well. So that's just a handy feature. It just gives you total accessibility to the wipers, which is much more handy than trying to fiddle around trying to get them unstuck down here. And then we've got one final feature inside the car. Now, I've actually got two more features I forgot to mention. So I've made videos in the past complaining about how the automatic wipers aren't actually automatic. You have to turn on the automaticness using this button on the stalk here. Now, a lot of you rightly corrected me that this is actually a winter feature. And basically what it is because these cars are obviously designed to remain in cold climates, it means that the wipers don't automatically activate and rip themselves apart. So you have to, well, you can control when the wipers activate, like so. And it means that they don't basically rip the blades apart being frozen to the windscreen. So it is a handy feature, and one that I got wrong initially, but it's definitely a good winter feature. And now you'll notice this car has a lot of buttons, and at the time when it came out, it was one of the issues that a lot of journalists have, and I personally don't agree with a lot of things motorist journalists have to say, because they don't have to live with the cars. But having buttons like this mean it is really easy to operate everything in this car with gloves on. I mean, even the key is easy to operate with gloves on. You've got 4 big buttons, sorry, 5 big buttons if you include the panic alarm, and it just works with gloves on. All of this here is the same. You know, you'll notice all the buttons have got separations between them, or the majority of them have. The ones that require sort of accuracy, all of these have got separations. These have as well. These are obviously big enough where you can hit them, you don't need separations. Having a good knob, a knob here to control the thing, the blower speed. You're also having the man here. Everything is designed to be super easy to use with gloves, and that's why they went for knobs either side rather than having to try and switch between everything like that. The radio tuning, the sound tuning, it's all very push or twist, very easy to operate with gloves. Same with the steering wheel buttons here. This cruise control system is fantastic on this car, and all the buttons here are just nice and easy. Window buttons are the same as well as the headlight controls there as well. So it's yeah, really easy to operate this car in the winter with gloves on. And that's just testament, like I said, to how good these cars are in the winter. Now I'll include some driving footage of driving in the Arctic Circle, because this car was just fantastic. We didn't have snow tyres, we just had Michelin cross climates, which are snow rated and legal to use in winter in Sweden. And yeah, it didn't skip a beat really. We did 5,000 miles there and back. 1,000 miles of driving around in the Arctic Circle, and there's no car I would rather do it in than a Volvo. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.